This is a train carrying coal along the branch line to the English China Clay Company's mine. Although the UK China clay industry was predominantly centred in Cornwall, there were also some deposits on the southwestern slopes of Dartmoor. Coal was transported to the mine and was used to fire ovens known as dries. This reduced the water content of the clay prior to transportation. The train is hauled by a 262 tank locomotive number 4405 of the 44XX class. These were designed by G.J. Churchwood and introduced in 1904 to provide a modern, efficient and more powerful type to replace superannuated Victorian engines on secondary lines. A version with slightly larger driving wheels was then developed, the 45XX class, and these locomotives became familiar throughout the west of England, hauling both passenger and freight trains. The coal has been loaded into wagons operated by English China Clays that had formerly been used to carry finished clay to the ports. However, the GWR had earlier completed new loading staiths at Foy, where larger ships could be handled at all tides. The GWR had also built larger, 12-ton capacity, zinc-line wagons with end doors for the clay trade, and we may suppose that ECC had found that it was more economical to move the product in the GWR's wagons and to use its own to carry coal. The coal may have come from Somerset coalfield or perhaps from the Forest of Dean. There is a solitary GWR wagon towards the rear. This is not one of the wagons fitted with an end door commonly used in clay traffic, but an ordinary open goods wagon. We can see that it has not been swept out very well, since there is evidence of its previous load. There is also a folded wagon sheet. The wagon may have been sent to one of the smaller ports or perhaps an inland destination. As usual, the train is completed by the obligatory goods brake van. With this type of train, the only brakes operable in motion were on the locomotive and the brake van, so it was necessary for the guard to use his handbrake to assist the locomotive crew to control the train. The Pendon model is an old one that dates from the early days of the Dartmoor scene, in the mid to late 1950s. It appears to be completely scratch-built, that is not built from a kit, and is hand-painted and lettered. We hope you have enjoyed this short video. We have a lot more from Pendon to share with you. Click on the link below to access some of our hidden gems, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel, which we update regularly.